Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Charlotte, North Carolina, he weighs 245 pounds, and for the 6th time, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TBS, the Superstation. Jim Ross and Gordon Solie, thanks very much for staying with us live here on Clash of Champions 9. And as it's customary with the Nature Boy, he loves it in the fast lane. He's surrounded by beautiful women. But you know Gordon as well as I'm sure better than I, that once he gets to the ring, he has one thing on his mind.
Precisely. And he made such an amazing statement just a few moments ago. He said if he lost, that he was done. He was over. Now he's indicating to me, or at least I interpreted it, that he would abdicate the title. And so, like he said, he has everything to lose tonight.
I'll tell you something. What an ovation. Oh, I'll tell you something. He got the great ovation coming in here. And, you know, the thing about Flair and Funk, as you mentioned, it's the end of a dynasty for one of the two, Gordon.
Right.
But I think also the fact that Terry Funk said if Ric Flair could make him say, I quit, then he would walk or crawl or whatever he had to do and shake Flair's hand and say he's the better man. Flair said to me, and on national TV, if that happens, if I lose, I'll shake his hand. So there's a lot of pride. There's a I quit banner. That's what it's all about. Pinfalls are irrelevant. Gary Hart, in the interview we had earlier, well, Flair, he might as well save his breath because Flair is not going to walk away from this or any other fight.
That is for sure.
And here we go, the very unusual situation here. We have about 30 minutes of airtime remaining. No falls in this one, no disqualifications, no count out. We're going to keep it right here as long as we possibly can. I don't see how a match with these kind of stipulations can go very long, Gordon. Quite honestly, big chop, and Funk already knocked out over the ring.
Well, Funk is almost to a point of being irrational, and this may either give him the driving edge, or it could cost him the edge.
I was going to say, interesting thing about the interview I had with Gary Hart is he said that told Funk, and not only are you representing Texas, which is a true statement, but you're representing me, and I don't want you to give up under any circumstance. Oh, what chops. Funk's chest will turn several colors before this one's all said and done. Irish whip in, big chop right to the chest, and Funk is down. Rolls to the outside. This one will be so unorthodox. Action, I'm sure, will be in and out of the ring. Big chop by Flair right on the chest of Terry Funk. I have to think Flair will use the figure 4 at its earliest opportunity. Funk is a master of the spinning toe hold. Both are great submission moves. I look for both men to use those moves, Gordon, as this match progresses.
Well, the spinning toe hold is a patent of the Funk family. Dory Funk Jr. used it to win the World Heavyweight Championship over Gene Kiniski. And, of course, Ric Flair has really got a patent on that figure 4 leg lock.
Their fists are doubled in this phenomenal crowd here in Troy, New York. And we are broadcasting live here on on TBS, the Superstation collar and elbow tie-up. Side headlock by Funk, but not for long. But he puts Flair on his back with a big football tackle, single leg pickup, and Flair right on top with a blatant choke. Funk
Flair caught in the face, and he's right over our desk here. And Funk is punishing his man as well.
Big right hand by Funk, or a left hand, I should say. Kicks him away. Gordon's moving out of the way, and I probably should be. Almost like you're strapped in here.
Well, I'm moving back as far as I can, I'll guarantee you that. You get the intensity and the fury of these two men, and they're outside the ring.
Big left hand there by Terry Funk, right on the forehead of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair on the apron here, on our side of the ring. Funk has him by the hair, brings him back up vertically on the apron. Big chop there by Funk. Retaliation and a headbutt. Down goes Flair. Now Flair being punished, Gordon.
And Flair still on that ring apron outside. Funk trying to drag him back through.
Big shot by Flair in retaliation. Funk is standing there. He's taking it like a man, I'll tell you that. Big left, and Flair goes down. Gary Hart says stay on him. We have yet to have the referee pick up the wireless microphone because neither man really in a position yet to say, I quit. Flair thrown outside. Great camera shot, shooting straight down on the action. Remember, this match has no countouts and no disqualifications.
And a pinfall is absolutely meaningless.
Flair rammed head first into that railing. Funk working hard with that big right left hand. He's got his hands heavily taped. A la Texas Death Match, which his father made famous for a tape fist match. He is ready. He's got the microphone, but Flair fights back.
Absolute savage intensity here. And Funk rolling back into the ring. His dad, of course, is the king of the Texas Death Matches. Tremendous family pride. And the crowd is now really picking up the intensity of this match.
Funk again with that heavily taped left hand. It's really doing its damage on Nature Boy Ric Flair. This match is really not very symbolic of the NWA style as far as the wrestling. We say we
Bring
wrestle.
me that microphone!
This is a Pier 6 brawl.
You hear Funk yelling for that microphone.
Do you want to quit, Flair? Do you? Do you say it?
Funk trying to make Flair give it up.
Say it!
You talk about taking you right inside the ring. We're doing it here.
Pig! You ain't second dog! Say it! I said say it!
Funk continues to hammer on Flair, but Flair will not give up. Flair is being battered. He is being hammered by the tough Texan with a double cross ranch, but there is an inverted atomic drop.
Flair in a desperation move. But, brother, I'll tell you what. They're taking it to him, and he's taking it.
He's sitting for the ride right there. Funk continues to work on Flair. The world's champion is in trouble. If you just joined us, this is Ric Flair and Terry Funk's final chapter. I quit rules, and Funk trying to infuriate Flair, but Flair grabs him right by the throat, trying to choke Funk down. There's another chop, and another. 3 in a row for Flair, and Funk falls out of the ring. Flair right on top of him.
Right in behind us now. They're outside the ring behind us.
Unbelievable chop. They're taking it to the streets here. Remember, it's I quit rules. No countouts, no disqualification. Another chop. I have never seen anything quite this physical. Here at ringside, Flair throwing chairs out of the way. Funk staggers back to the ring, but Flair has got him for the first time. I thought Flair might work on the legs, but he's not. Terry Funk is in deep trouble. Oh, a chop. Gary Hart shoved out of the way.
And now referee Tommy Young's getting roughed up as well.
Flair now has Funk back in the ring in a great deal of trouble.
You say I quit. You say it, huh? Come on.
He's trying to choke him into saying it.
Say it. Tell him what you don't.
Gary Hart grabbing that branding iron for protection, but Flair being distracted and nailed from behind by Terry Funk. It shows you the uncanny resiliency of Terry Funk. It's an inherent trait. It's bred in this man. His father was as tough as anybody that ever laced up their boots.
He got all the right genes. There's certainly no question about that. And I know his father must be on his mind right now. The family name, the Funk name, is on the line here.
You remember the Ric Flair? You remember your neck? Don't you want to quit before I hurt you?
This is so unique. What a novel match. Now, camera's taking you inside the ring where you can actually hear these guys. You'll be able to hear one of them say, "I quit."
You want to quit, Flair? You won't say it. Not now.
Flair says no. Man, this is brutal. This is so physical.
5 letters, 2 words. I quit.
Funk's trying to position Flair for a pile driver. Flair trying to extend his legs away to keep that base from not being able to be elevated. He broke his neck, remember, some years back. Funk has got him up. This is his move. He nails him with it.
You want to quit, Flair?
No.
He drops the leg on him. He dropped the leg. Oh, this is...
Your neck, kid. Your neck.
They're right in front of us, and Funk is just ramming Flair's head to the canvas. And can you imagine the humiliation when one man finally says it? And right now it looks like it may be Ric Flair because he is in severe trouble. Terry Funk has really asserted himself, Gordon. This is Funk's kind of match.
Certainly no question about that. And it's such a unique situation to have Tommy Young, the referee, with that microphone right there. You're able to hear the labored
He's
breathing.
on the floor.
He's got him again.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not this. Oh, the crowd here oohing. He's hurt bad, Gordon. He is hurt very badly here. Funk dropped him right on the floor. We're on the hockey rink. There's ice underneath that particle board.
Well, we may be seeing the end of a dynasty right here.
This is Funk's kind of match. He is dominating it at this point in time. Using the mic for a weapon, that's not what was supposed to happen. He cannot use the microphone for a weapon. I know it's no disqualification, but he's got to have a little bit of compassion. I guess not.
No, not in this case. Not when your entire career, and yes, indeed, perhaps your active life at stake here.
Well, I'll tell you something, this is a physical situation. Coming to you from Troy, New York, in the Troy, Albany, Schenectady area. This is where Mike Tyson got his last 2 parking tickets. But it will be known as the night that Ric Flair or Terry Funk said, "I quit," after tonight.
This transcends, very frankly, anything I've ever seen in the sport. It really does.
You have someone with so much heritage like Terry Funk slamming Flair on the table. Funk's taking that table now around. He's positioning this table. Remember, it's no disqualification. Flair was slammed on it. The action around ringside here is simply like a car collision.
Flair, in a desperation move, caught him in the midsection, catches him once again.
Big thunderous chop. Another right hand straight to the face. Funk's at the table up for Flair, but he did. Head first right into the table. Funk is really spaghetti-legged here. As Flair now positioning the table.
They've got...
Left on his back, right behind us. Big jaw, what a chop. And Flair takes Funk all the way across. Face first, right across the table. Gary Hart being pulled out of the way by Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair dropping the elbow on Hart, moving him out of the way. Terry Funk, another hammering blow.
I know. Come on, first see what a friend is on. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm amazed that both men are still on their feet.
Oh! He drops him right across the security railing. A chop! How much punishment can one human being take? Ric Flair has given everything he's got to Terry Funk. Boy, this is a back alley brawl. You talk about game face. Flair knows this is a career-threatening match. So does Terry Funk.
It's over for one of them, and it may be over right now for Terry Funk.
Neither man has worked on the legs. Funk head first, right out here by us. Funk rolls back in the ring. I'll tell you something, he's not one of my favorite guys, but I gotta tip my hat to him. A lot of people would be hanging it up, but he's back in there fighting. Inverted atomic drop, and now for the first time, he may be going to work on the leg of Terry Funk. Oh yeah, this is what he wants. He wants to weaken that leg, stretch the ligament, damage the cartilage, and then lock that figure four in.
He's trying to soften him up to make sure that when he does get that figure four applied, there's no way that Terry Funk is going to get away from it.
Another chop. Kicking the knee, working on that leg. Chopping him, trying to chop him down. Straight right hand, Funk stays up. He stays up. He stays up.
How can he possibly do it?
Unbelievable mental toughness. Stomps on the leg. His leg is now being devastated by the Nature Boy. They say to be the man, you gotta beat the man. But is there any human being that can make the man say, I quit? If anybody can do it, it's Terry Funk. But he's trying to escape. He's limping on one leg, and Flair jumped on his back right down the aisle.
It will not be left unresolved, that's for sure. One man is going to be forced to quit.
Flair has got that leg of Funk's, comes right down across his own thigh muscle. I'll tell you, people there's critics of wrestling, but anybody that's watching this right now, they're seeing two of the greatest that the sport has ever known, and they're letting it all out. They're giving it all to you. Come on, Terry. Gary Hart is very, very anxious at ringside. And Funk up in the air. Standing vertical suplex. We talked about it being humiliating for Terry Funk.
Yeah, he stands to lose a meal ticket.
and a little bit of his face, and a new face wouldn't hurt him. As a matter of fact. He's trying to get the figure 4, Gordon.
And Funk is fighting it. He knows the devastating power of that figure 4. And gouge into the eye.
Yes, sir. The Nature Boy may not be saying that. Well, I'll tell you something. To think that we may be seeing the last... Oh, he's got him up! Suplexed him on the apron! Up from the outside, inside back out. And now wrenching the leg right across the apron.
And Flair now moving like a man with just a crazed inspiration.
Funk's chest is a battered red and blue. The contusions are quite obvious. And there it is! There it is! He's got the figure 4!
That puts pressure on 5 different points. The pain is intense.
Never.
He's got the figure 4. How much?
Oh, God, never.
You can hear him say never.
Yeah, and we're liable to hear a leg snap, too.
No.
He's got that thing locked completely in. He's got it deep in there. Gordon, have you ever seen anybody last this long in a figure 4?
It can be reversed. It can be reversed. But
yes, I quit.
He said it.
He said it. I can't believe it. Gary Hart is livid, but Ric Flair has won it.
Gary Hart just can't believe what's happened. He did it. Terry Funk 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
Terry Funk.
I told you. Shut up, shake my hand. Right now. Gary, I promised the people I would, so I'm going to shake his hand like I said. You're a hell of a man, Ric Flair.
Give it to me better than
Better than me. Here it is.
all right.
We got a hand of tape. Oh, Gary Hart with a cheap shot right on Funk's knee. And Flair has nailed Hart. Ric Flair with another right hand on Gary Hart. Funk's leg is injured. Wait a minute. Here comes Muda and the Dragon Master. They're doing a number on Flair. Funk can't even get up. But the Japanese have attacked Flair. The Japanese have attacked Flair.
After what Flair has already taken throughout this entire match, they could win some very serious injury. And hold on.
Here comes Sting! Here comes the Stinger! The Stinger to Flair's ace! Terry Funk can't even stand! The Stinger splash! On the Dragon Master! Down he goes! Flair is up! He suplexes Muda! The Scorpion on the Dragon Master! Here comes the figure 4 on Muda! Wait a minute, there's Lex Luger. What's he doing here? Luger's getting a chair.
Lex Luger reappearing on the scene.
He's got a chair. He's got a beat on Sting. Oh, God. Right in the back of the head. Sting is out. Flair and Luger. Flair and Luger. Hooking it up.
A total free-for-all going on now.
Sting is knocked out. Terry Funk can't even hardly stand. And now the Japanese and Luger beating up Ric Flair. They're dominating Flair. Oh, my God. Sting is unconscious from the blow to the back of the head by Luger.
We've got total carnage in the ring right now. There's certainly no question about it. Somehow we've got to get this ring area cleared.
Oh, the crowd is getting closer and closer to the ring. They are standing. I'm glad we've got security here. Sting is hurt. Sting is unconscious. Luger picking Sting up. Flair is out from the Japanese. Sting is out from Luger.
And now Muda, Dragon Master, and Lex Luger.
award. Sting, the most popular wrestler in the NWA.
And there's the sign of his courage, a blue steel folding chair.
As they make their way up the ring, Lex Luger with that chair. Oh, man, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's breaking their trophies. He broke their trophies. Their awards from the fans. He broke their trophy. What a sickening son of a gun. Let's take another look. Do we have it on slow-mo? Boy, it's chaotic here, fans. We are right at ringside and back in the ring. Flair and Sting, they need some first aid, I heard someone say. Sting was nailed in the back of the head by Luger. Flair double teamed by the Japanese. It is a tense situation as we speak. Gordon live here in Troy, New York.
And it's Flair trying to get over to Sting now. We've got a very dire situation here. The medics, I understand, are on their way. Terry Funk, let's not forget him. And I've got to say this about Terry Funk. He was a man of his word.